Hi all, welcome aboard Marji Bee. In this video, Marji Bee gets back into the water for 26, and you'll find out what makes me say this.
Get out, Bee!
So please do stick around to find out. Craning Day had arrived, the day that we've been looking forward to all winter. The day that another season of fun on the Thames gets underway. It wasn't quite as smooth as we'd hoped though, all self-inflicted, but all was good in the end. We arrived at the field fairly early, but boats were already on the way into the water. And with the crane in process being so much quicker than the crane out process, because you don't have to get all the chocks and blocks ready for each boat, it's just lifted in. The crane was getting through the boats at an impressive rate, so we had a fair few jobs to do before Marji Bee was ready for her lift to get the fenders on, get her lines on, drop the canopy, and even a quick check that she would start up after her long winter layup. And with everything ready to go, it wasn't long before the lifting strops were heading our way. We then handed over to the supremely efficient and safety-conscious craning team. Hard hats aplenty and constant communications eased our craning nerves. It's kind of easy watching other people's boats being craned, but when it's your pride and joy dangling by a thread, it's a very worrying process, but there was nothing to worry about. These guys know what they're doing, and before we knew it, Marji Bee was back in the river. And it was only after the crane-in crew had finished with us and left us on our own that it started to get a little bit sticky for us. Because even though we'd checked that Marji Bee would start, we hadn't warmed her up. And Marji Bee doesn't like that.
Spinning around, right? Spinning around, yes?
As soon as we put any load on the engine, it was just cutting out. And I was worried for a minute, but then I realised it just needed a warm-up and we should be okay.
So I think she just needs to warm up a bit.
I think it was 3 times that she cut out and left us drifting mid-river. But I realised that I just needed to give her a few more revs and just keep the revs high to start with, and I worked out the balance of the throttle and the gears, and we were good to get away. So we started our journey downstream.
Let's say. As soon as I get her into gear,
Do you want to go upstream then?
I think she just needs to warm up first. We've never dropped her in the water and got going straight away.
And as we headed away from the craning field, we headed towards our second sticky moment of the day, because we'd taken 2 cars that day. We dropped Petra's at our home mooring, ready to drive us back to the craning field when we'd arrived there. But there is something very important that we needed in order to drive Petra's car back. And I have no idea why I asked this question, but I'm so glad that I did.
You didn't leave your car keys in my car, did you? Where are your car keys? Are you serious?
Yes.
Right, we're going to have to turn around.
Walk back.
From where?
I didn't think that.
Right, we're going to have to turn around and go back again.
Go back to where though?
We're going to have to go onto the lock landing and you're going to have to just leg it and get the keys. Get out, P.
Luckily, we had only been going for a minute or two, so it didn't take us long to head back, pick the keys up, and start our journey back in earnest. And I'll be honest, by the time we got back down to here again, it was forgotten. We were enjoying being back on the river far too much to worry about something like that.
I've put both sets of keys in there. Oh. Leave that happen.
Back down through Radcott Bridge, past the Swan. The sun was shining. It kind of felt like we'd never been away for a while. But this surprised us. This is the field at just below Radcott, and all of the trees had been cut back, and it was just like a completely different landscape. And we stopped off at the facilities at Radcott to fill up the water tank because that had been left empty for the winter, and we were back underway. And after a couple of years of noticing the reducing numbers of lock keepers on duty on the Thames, we're so glad to hear that the Environment Agency is increasing numbers again and appreciating the benefits that they provide. And at Radcott Lock we met a new permanent relief lockkeeper, Iona, who I am sure we will be seeing at the various locks around on the Upper Thames this coming season.
Yeah, all good. You ready, P?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, John. Nice to see you, and nice to meet you, Iona. See you again soon.
And then it was back down through Rushy Lock and onwards to our home mooring.
Nice. Thank you.
Bye-bye, see you soon.
And as we approach our home mooring, I hope you've enjoyed sharing this journey with us. It's lovely to be back in the water again, it's lovely to have the sun shining, and it's lovely to have the promise of another season of boating ahead of us. So if you have enjoyed this, please do hit the like button, it really helps, and even consider hitting the subscribe button or the notification button so you know when we have another video out. It's all completely free, but it really helps the channel out. As I have a few ideas for some new things for this coming season. We'll obviously still be doing the trips that we do, but there's a few other ideas I have that will make it a little bit different. So see you next time.